Hey y'all, what's going on? I pray that all is well with you all today. Today we have a special guest on the channel. We have my husband, Pastor Barnard Jones, on the channel today. It's gonna be something a little different today. Just gonna let him have his way because I know that a lot of you probably have questions about like how it affects him in our marriage with me having a he's fine with me having a disability or whatever. What is I don't want to say pros and cons of the situation because he knew what he was getting into when he asked me to marry him, but I do want him to share with you all. Y'all see Karen in the background, photo by me, video by me. I do want him to just have his way and tell him how me having cerebral palsy, how it affects him, or if it doesn't affect him at all, or you know how it makes him feel just to see me interacting in the house when we go out, whatever, and the things that he has to do where I fall weak at and that type of situation. So yeah, Bernard, let's start this thing off. So, how
So, greetings to everyone.
did you really have to do this?
Greetings.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You done with your greetings?
hmm
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, "Hey, y'all." No,
But you let them know that this is more like a question answer type of
I mean,
format.
it might be a question answer type format. Me and Bernard, if
Okay.
y'all watched, okay, because me and Bernard did a video on marriage. I don't even remember the title of it, but when
Maybe a year ago.
yeah, but when me and Bernard get to talking, we get to talking, but we're gonna try to, hone in and get this right on to the point. But before we do that, I am going to just again reiterate some things. The My Disability Is fashion show is June 16th. Like I said, if you would like to come, you can purchase tickets on the website. I will leave the website in the description box below. I also said if you want to purchase if you're not able to come and you want to purchase a ticket, and you're more than welcome to do that as well, and we will donate the ticket to someone on your behalf. Or if you don't want to purchase a ticket but you still want to, you know what's the word I'm looking for? If you still want to support the cause and
Donate.
thank you, donation. If you still want to support the cause and make a donation, because like I said, half of the proceeds will go to United Cerebral Palsy. We're trying to donate back to them so that they can be able to continue to do what it is that they do and provide resources for those that are unable to receive resources at this point. Like I said, the website I will put in the description box below. The My PayPal I will also put in the description box below. And I will also leave my email in the description box below if you guys want to, after this video, if it's a question that Pastor Bernard did not answer, or if it's something you guys feel we left out, if you want us to go a little bit further into the discussion, you can. If you don't feel comfortable leaving it in the comment section, you can email me and we'll make that happen. Also, if you have not purchased your copy of What Separate Deposits to a Queen or the Withdrawals and Deposits Journal, those are also available on the website for purchase. And if you're interested in purchasing that for yourself or for someone as a gift, you can do that on the site. And I do ship out myself, my husband, and I. There is no third party. Yeah. So with that being said, I think those are all of my announcements. Oh, wait. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. To all the mothers. Shout out to y'all. Kudos to y'all and the job that y'all do, myself included, because y'all might not see me on the camera tomorrow. So shout out to all the mothers. I'm not gonna get to naming names because I don't want to leave nobody out. So shout out to all of y'all. Um, y'all work is greatly appreciated. Oh, and there is a video in the process of uploading where I spoke at Special Touch Ministries today. So that will be uploading soon. Hopefully it'll upload today. If not tomorrow. Y'all know how these videos be sometimes. Um yeah, and that's all my announcements. So we're gonna just jump right on into this video. So I think that's all. That's all my announcements. So yeah. So Pastor Bernard, how does it? How do you feel? How does it affect you with me having cerebral palsy? Like as far as like in the house and the things you have to do, or just have you wait? Just talk to the people, let them know.
Okay, so early on, even before we got married, it was, it was easy because we weren't married. So we went our separate ways, after our date or whatever. We wasn't living together, things like that. So it was easy because I was already working in the healthcare field in terms of working around people with disabilities or, the, as we say, the frail community or elderly. I know we may not want to use elderly, but it's probably better than senior citizens, I think. I think elderly is better. No, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
So, so specifically, I was a driver, working with Transit Express and Laid Law Transit before they became First Transit. Then I went to community care. So I already had a mindset of being patient and just being a help, in that regard. So, when I met Ebony, it was more easy, So, um, so as we transition into marriage and living with Ebony, and as she lives with a disability, um, it became more of a me getting even more comfortable and more patient and more responsible, for anything that she needed. So, um, what I didn't know, I certainly found out. For example, like shoes. Okay, so different size shoes is, or I should say, different types of shoes, like boots versus flats. Yeah.
Just
so
say styles.
if it's got a zipper on it versus the height, if it's a boot that comes up higher up the leg, uh, on occasion she would need assistance with that. So it was just something that I didn't know, and because, like I said earlier, as I transitioned, I became fully aware. So that's what I mean by being even more patient, because there were times that I didn't even want to help. So my selfishness would kick in, or me not even understanding that, okay, there are some things that she will actually need help with. Because, just
Tell them why.
because just looking, just I want to say looking from the outside, like, okay, why she can't put her own shoe on?
No, that's right. Looking from the outside.
So
yeah.
so
But they can't they can't see.
She might need it. There would be a point where she needed me to be like that shoehorn. I was like her personal shoehorn.
Right, but can I interject? He always trying to buy me a shoehorn. Like, shoehorns don't work for me. And he gets that now because my muscles have to relax their own self. Like, if it's too much stuff pushing up against my foot, that's going to make my foot do like this. And so, he got the point where, like, okay, her muscles need to relax. So maybe if I just started, she could be able to, do it. Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't, I wasn't that perfect 100% perfect guy all the time, every day, 24/7. My selfishness would kick in too, or you might like some guys watching TV or they playing their game or whatever, and you're just not ready to, go and get that cup of juice or that whatever.
Because I ain't feel
well, see, that's
some
just
of that was kind of me being lazy because I didn't want to get up. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But you
Well,
said
see,
like
I had to balance that out. Okay, is this a request for her to? Okay, you getting some key lime pie? Hey, can you give me a slice too?
But I feel like if he
there?
already in there, he could just get me some instead of
I'm
me having to get up.
Okay, now you just wait till
But that's why I started while he was already in there instead of coming all the way to the couch.
Right. But see,
sorry.
Right after you eat, you already know you want dessert.
But I don't be wanting it.
But if I delay getting my piece of cake, getting my piece of pie,
that's delaying mine too, because I'm going to wait.
She'll just sit there good as however long it take him to go in there. As soon as it get in there, I'm going to ask him for a piece of pie.
Yeah.
But I think these are just normal issues that any couple would have, whether one has a disability or not.
Okay. Let's talk
just
about
certain requests that someone could get in that scenario.
About 60% of the time, it be just me being lazy. But leave me alone. About 60% of the time, it just be me being lazy because he already in there. So, but as far as like chores in the house, why don't you like go into that, like what you do versus what I do, and why you have to do what you do, and that type of thing. Because I'm sure they want to know like who sweeps, who mops.
You would do more dishes than I do. I do more dishes like on a weekend.
Remember, y'all heard him say that here first on this YouTube channel. I do more dishes. Okay.
You would do more, and that's easy because you're kind of like leaning up against the sink. So it's certain things where your balance would be an issue.
That's right. Like
sweeping, vacuuming.
No, she could vacuum. Okay. Because she helps Tamika and push the vacuum because the vacuum is like not the cane. But our vacuum heavy, so
But then it's issue. I mean, like taking out the garbage. That's an easy one. I do that all the time. So it's just a matter of what it is. If it's wiping down a counter. The easier tasks. I don't really have to handle that part. But other tasks, like doing the laundry, that's down the stairs. So that's like what 8 stairs. That's just. No, I wouldn't ever expect that's almost impossible. Or that would take you probably like
forever.
8 hours,
and we always had dirty clothes because I'm not finna be pulling them baskets up and down and down and up and around and around. So he washes and
it's more efficient. It's just based on
like
what it is.
It's kind of like we honestly truly do work as a team because like what I can't do he does and what he ain't gonna do I do. We both take turns with the cooking. We pretty much flip flop on a lot of things. The only thing we don't flip flop on is washing. But I ain't doing it. She ain't doing that. I put the clothes up though. She do put them up.
Right. Because I mean, when you walk, you have your quad cane, and then
Tamika.
And then I'm on the other side holding your hand.
Right.
So that's that's just like totally unrealistic to expect you to have a bag of clothes in one hand and getting the wash in.
So, but no.
All right. Well, that's distracting. You already said.
You have to ignore him. Sorry, parent duty / video. But yeah, with the household chores, we flip flop. Who would you say is the organizer of
You would be.
the house?
You would
Okay.
be.
Why do you say I'm the organizer?
Because you try not to wait to the last minute, or let's say I mean last minute, like let's say like getting dressed.
Mhm.
You most likely will have your outfit picked out the day before, or maybe a couple of days before.
Oh, no.
And I'm the type to just wake up, look in the closet, be like, okay, yeah, yeah. I'll wear this with this and that. So yeah, you're definitely more the organizer.
Okay, so to you, are there pros and cons of me having cerebral palsy and us being married?
Um, not not really, because
Not
I
really.
mean
What? Not
the
really.
pros and cons. Everybody's got
Yeah,
pros and cons.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
let's say if you didn't have a disability,
Mm-hmm.
you would still have your gifts. You were created for a purpose, and you have your like you're a good writer, so on and so forth. You would be, you still have your gift.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think of it in terms of positive or negative or pros and cons, everybody have positive and negative. So
For sure.
if you want to say things like parking spaces, if you're in the car, okay, we supposed to have an easy parking spot, at Walmart or something.
Ugh.
Yeah, we can park in the disabled parking space.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, but I mean, to me, it's like everyone has their pros and cons in any relationship. That's why some people be like, well, you have to figure out how much baggage you can deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Some people got like the airline, like a two-bag minimum carry on,
Mm-hmm.
two-bag minimum. So everyone knows their limit,
Mm-hmm.
what they're ready to deal with in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. What is something that you would want um, the world to look at our marriage and receive?
I would want them to look and see that for one thing, real love is a sacrifice. Because ours is more noticeable because
Mm-hmm.
your physical disability is just apparent for everyone to see, and at the same time, uh, like I kind of alluded to earlier about the sacrifice versus selfishness. I would want others to see that we all have selfishness in relationships, and that's one of the main key areas why people break up and go through divorces, because of selfishness. When you really boil it down, so I would definitely want them to see that real love, is sacrificial, and it reminds us, you know, living, being married and you living with a disability. It reminds, I think, it reminds others that no one's perfect, and we all have our limitations, and as long as we're not letting our limitations define us, and we wear this label and we're stuck with that, we can fall in love with our own sad story, you know, which isn't that's not good. So I definitely would want others to know that it is possible. It's possible to change their definition of love.
Um, I don't listen. We had about 20 minutes here. Told y'all me and Bernard get to
20,
going.
19 minutes, yeah.
Basically 20 minutes. But is there anything you feel we left out? Things done in the house.
Um, you know, um, in a relationship, being married, some things it's give and take. So Ebony gets up early, but some people do that anyways. You know, she gets up
She
early.
rises, honey, at
To,
the crack,
yeah.
at the crack of the mortar ring, honey, and
So,
husband still be cuddled over in the bed. Little baby Calvin, baby Deacon Calvin, so he done roll. Be still cuddled in the bed, honey.
see, I've learned the art of getting dressed quickly
in 2.2 seconds.
and
But
proficiently.
then, no, this is the thing. He get dressed quick and proficiently. But then when he dressed, okay, he be like, hurry up, let's go. But I'm the one, okay? Me, she, her. That gets up at the crack of the morning, make sure that the coffee is made and everything else, and da 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 da. But yeah, and I would just want to encourage.
Well, I was
Oh, go
what I
ahead.
was going to say too was that you know, you may do things a little bit differently,
Better get done.
but like I said again, it all goes into what I was already prepped for. You know, basically with the type of work that I was doing for like 10 years. You know? So I mean, it's like what they say about college or something. It's not for everybody, you know. So yeah, I mean, if you don't have a heart for it, or it's certain aspects that you already know you can't deal with, or you don't have the patience for it, then you just be true to yourself, you know. So yeah, I wasn't forced. You know, this was a. It wasn't
You
like
would.
it wasn't like you had an accident and then this happened.
I mean, but
Like
that's
you
what
was
some
born
people
like
think,
you
like
was
that I had
born
an
with cerebral
accident.
palsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I met you and everything like that. So yeah.
Mhm. Well, yeah. I mean, that pretty much sums up the video. Um, I just want to encourage those with disabilities that
Calvin.
do not have a significant other or are looking for a significant other. Date. Go out and date because you don't feel like because you in a wheelchair, you in a walker, you have seizures, you gotta take medication, whatever it is. Don't let that hinder you um from experiencing love. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, sorry, you're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, okay? But it's somebody out here that's going to love you and cherish you, and that's going to um look at your imperfection as a greatness instead of a hindrance.
I love all your perfect
Here he go.
imperfections,
Here he go.
all your curves and your edges.
Him and listen, and he always say that. It's John Legend song. That's his favorite thing to go to. But be encouraged. Um don't get down on yourself if this relationship ain't work out or if that. I'm talking to men and women. I'm talking disabled and not disabled. Like we all have to go through trials and tribulations of relationships until we find the right one. Um, but don't lower your standards. Keep trusting God. Keep seeking God. He will send. He will send the right person in your path. Um, right when you least expect it. Um, just keep being you. Keep being unapologetically you. Don't allow someone to change you. The only person that you allow to change you is God. Because like me and Bernard been saying, like I say all the time, there's something wrong with all of us. But the thing about it is, like the Bible says, where we are weak, God is strong, and that applies within a relationship as well. If you let it, where one is weak and the other might be stronger, you you pull strength from each other. You learn how to work as a team. Um, so I just encourage y'all to just look at us as not as inspiration. Like we argue, we disagree, we disagree to agree sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, Bernard knows that I love him and I know that he loves me. You know what I'm saying? So, CP is not a issue. It's a part of the marriage. And like he said, he knew that when he came in. Day to day, things change. Like he knows when it gets really cold, sister gonna probably be moving a little bit more slower. You know what I'm saying? Because it's cold and it's snow. But he's very patient with me and walking through the snow. Sometimes he'll just pick me up, so I won't have to walk through the snow. And I appreciate that, honey, because sometimes the snow be taller than me. But just be encouraged. Don't hide your imperfections. Don't hide your disability. Voice it. It's a part of you. They either love it or they don't. That pretty much wraps it up. But if y'all have any questions for Barnard and I, y'all can leave them in the comment section, or y'all can email.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, he said thank you. Thank y'all
for
having him. Okay. Also, please check out our blog, Looking Beyond the Physical, on my website. Like I said, the website will be in the description box below. Me and him did do a blog together called Looking Beyond the Physical. So it kind of touches on this, what we just talked about, but it's a written form, scriptural references, personal stories, just like I do in my videos.
And when they go to the menu tab,
you better give them the directions. When you go on the site, hit the tab that says blog, and all the blogs will be.
I know on my phone it takes like 3 or 4 seconds when I hit the menu tab.
Yeah, for it to load up and stuff. Then everything comes.
The little dialogue boxes come down where you can hit blog and go.
Yeah, so just look for the tab that says blog. Check out the blog that he and I did together. Looking Beyond the Physical. There's also other blogs there that will encourage us all in a mighty way. And with that being said, we're going to end this video from Pastor Barnard and I. We thank you for sitting with us during this time. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Or, you can email me. I thank you all. Like I said, for y'all see Cal. Always in the back. Always in the back. Say hi, Cal. Hey, Calvin, come here one second. How do you feel about mommy walking with Tamika? Why do you feel sad? Come on. Why do you feel sad? You can look at me. But do I still do a lot of stuff? Yeah. Be nice with your friends and stuff. Yeah. But you just sad because mommy can't walk by herself. But that's okay, right? Because mommy's still walking, right? So we good, right? All right. And that is us, the Joneses, okay? Yeah. We love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Be blessed. Be encouraged. Keep praising. Keep smiling. Keep worshiping. Keep standing. Keep fighting. Keep praising. Keep being unapologetically you. Until next video, be blessed. Hit that stop button.
All right.